Am I the asshole for not wanting to pay half the rent while 3 people live in a house? I, 30 female, live with a roommate in the house of 3 bedrooms. In the beginning, we had another roommate, but he left and it was difficult to find another one. So we kept it with just 2 of us. A couple weeks ago, his new girlfriend moved into our house. I wanted to discuss with him about rent, but because of our different working hours, there was no time. A few days ago, he texted me to announce that he will not be paying rent and will only pay she will be only paying 1/3 of the bills. I refused and this conversation followed. So she's paying no rent and 1/3 of the bills. She's probably thinking like, oh, I'm sharing the room with my boyfriend, so it's not like I have all my shit in just a whole dedicated room. I'm assuming that the 3rd room is still empty. That doesn't fucking matter, dude. If you're living in a place with a roof over your fucking head, you need to contribute. You need to fucking contribute. The audacity. Me, in the case, I should still pay 1/3 of the rent. And also, okay, in the case, I should still pay 1/3 of the rent. And she also uses the 3rd room? Okay, I thought that she wasn't using the 3rd room. But this makes it even worse. She's using the 3rd room. She is taking up space. She just doesn't sleep there, but all her shit is in the 3rd room. Him. Okay, I'm gonna just read this back to back. I refused and the conversation followed. Him. She stays in my room. We rent the rooms, not the house. Me. In that case, I should pay 1/3 of the rent. And she uses the 3rd room. She just doesn't sleep in there. Him. But if she stays here to see if things work between us. Also, she doesn't have a stable job for a couple months. No, she works part-time but earns almost as much as I do full-time. Fuck that shit. Me. So what? When I was unemployed for 3 months, I was still paying rent. Dude, you don't get to live anywhere for free, okay? We're not fucking kids. The conversation ended there and he was like, never happened. Okay, the conversation ended there and he's like, never happened. But since his girlfriend is always aggressive with me, not that I care. Also, something that really makes me mad, my roommate was a sharing guy, such as since she came, this person typed this really weird, I'm sorry. The conversation ended there and he is like, never happened. But since his girlfriend is always aggressive with me, not that I care. That's literally how they said it. Also, something that makes me mad. My roommate was always a sharing guy, such as I. But since she came, they're both like, what's yours is ours and what's ours is ours. Wow. I mean, they eat my food. She uses my beauty products, which are expensive because I have a sensitive skin. I'm really thinking of moving out. But the thing is, in my country, it's really difficult to find a place that accepts pets, even though it's illegal not to. Am I the asshole? You should consider moving out, dude. You can give them the ultimatum. Say, hey, either she pays 1/3 of the rent or I'm fucking leaving. Edit. Some people don't understand why I don't want to pay half the rent. Dude, she's using a fucking room. We rent the house and not the room. Exactly. I don't agree for her to move here, but also something I didn't mention is that the landlord told us in the past when it was only both of us that if a 3rd person came to live here, he will raise the rent. Not very legal, but nothing we can do about it. No, dude, that's not legal. Top comment. Read the lease and the number of occupants that are allowed to live under the roof. And if y'all want to argue over rooms versus people, not the asshole. Honestly, this just sounds like a toxic environment. If your landlord's threatening to increase the rent and your roommate is like being unfair, you need to leave. Like, in my opinion, I just find a different place. I know it's hard, but just try at least, so you can at least try. Maybe look for a place before you make an ultimatum. You know what I mean? So you can give yourself options. Another cop comment that says, these situations are always sticky. Girlfriends should be paying a portion of rent and utilities. If they're using your stuff and not replacing it, start hiding stuff in your room. Good idea. Maybe get a lock for your room too. Yep, definitely recommend a lock. Wonder what your landlord would think if someone's living there who's not on the lease. I'm sorry. What do you guys think though? Are they the asshole? I don't think he is.